Good morning. Good morning, friends. It's good to be back, but I think I don't see anybody here yet. Let's see. Maybe they will join. Because usually I don't come on Tuesdays. And good morning, Kamlesh ji. How are you? Um, I don't really come on Tuesdays that much, but I just wanted to just talk for a few minutes today. That I'm back from my trip, and it was a wonderful trip. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Kamlesh ji. How are you? Um, it was a beautiful trip, very nice. But I had a lot of, traveling is not the way it used to be. Thank you so much, Kamlesh ji. It's great to see you. So it's not. I mean, I've been traveling for such a long time, but it was not the same thing this time. Even last year, it was a little different. But I just want to say that I had a bad experience while we were going last Monday, and at the airport, they gave us a lot of trouble. So we went on a very popular airline, and we had some issues there. So while we were there, we had a great time. The weather was just, it was hot because it's being, the actually we went to Aruba, and the weather is almost the same throughout the year. It doesn't change that much. But it was, I think, um, it was kind of, one couple of times it really, really, really rained a lot. It was really surprising that it rained. They usually say that in Aruba it doesn't rain, it's a guarantee, but it did rain a few times and we were there. And I had a lot of fun with my grandkids, my children, my daughters were there, my son-in-laws were there, my husband, and we missed our two little friends, Monty and Harry, a lot. You had to leave them back, but other than that, the place was fabulous. The food was great. We went out every day. It was nice. But I just want to say, the experience that we had while traveling, that my husband needed a wheelchair. He was having a lot of trouble getting it. We had to stand in a certain line and apply for it, or get, although we had booked it, but it was a problem. So before going, and get all the documents in order, because you're going to a foreign country, you should look into that. There are some forms that we really need to print out beforehand, the CDC guidelines, and they will direct you. But for Aruba, they have some kind of special forms that we have to fill out. It's called the ED form. You know, that's what it's called. Um, so we did that. We filled out all for everybody, and at the same time, big lines. Although we should not be in big lines, but we were. Um, there were other airlines there. There were people there to help. Luckily, we got somebody very nice, and that person was able to help. And we had the global entry, so it was much quicker with that. That was while going. Now, while coming back is another story. Although like I said before, we had a great time when we were there. Um, Going out every day, going to different places, although we've been there so many times, but there's always something new. The things is the place is really thriving. It's a lot of new hotels, new restaurants, new places to see. And the I and we took some. I mean, we did rent a car, but sometimes we could not all go in the car. So we did go in cabs, taxis. They don't have Uber over there yet. So we did have, and then mostly they're all women drivers. I was surprised. So they said that their husbands are away. They're working in some other country. So the women are doing all that work. So everywhere we went and we needed the cab a few times. Um, they were all women there. That's one thing I noticed, and they were all very happy. One thing I like about Aruba is that it's like a happy island. Everybody's smiling. Everybody is with a happy. How are you this morning? Good morning. Like all that kind of stuff. They're all very, very welcoming and very nice. Um, and secondly, is that Well, coming back was another problem, another issue that we were on time. We went to the airport. Although then before going, we just got an email saying that the flight is delayed. So it's a couple of hours delayed. But we said, let's go there and let's see what's going. They're gonna keep us updated. And when we went there, my daughter kept on saying, "No, stay back," because she has her own unit, and she said, "Stay back. Why you wanna go so early?" I said, "No, no, let's go and check it out, and maybe they have something might they might fix something, or something's there, then we'll be there, then we can leave." So that's what we did. And when we were at the airport, then they said actually there were 3 flights going on that day back to New York. All the 3 flights, they were delayed. So ours was actually middle one. There was a morning flight, one before us, and there was one after us. The one after us, probably it did. What happened was that the first flight that was supposed to go around 1 o'clock or something, it went around 5. So ours was next, 3:30, 3:35, and ours was scheduled to go at that time. And then the first one did not go. So how was our flight gonna go? So we were there waiting, and then the third one, which was supposed to go around 5:30, it went on time. So the first flight, people going at 1 o'clock, and the people going at 5 o'clock, 5:30, they were leaving at the same time. There were two planes over there from JetBlue. So they were like a big chaos mess. And luckily we were in the VIP lounge, and it was fine sitting there and having tea, coffee, whatever we wanted. We were not outside. We were there for a long time. But then they also closed at 4:30, quarter to 5, and still we did not know what's happening. They kept on saying, "Yeah, that's true, Kamleshji." So they kept on saying and it's gonna happen soon. It's gonna come soon. But these flights have to go first. Okay, so now we were in the middle flight. Like the first flight, there was a big, like I said, there was a big lines and everything, because the first batch of people were leaving, and then the second batch, the 5 o'clock people, they were also there. So their planes, almost coincidentally, they were leaving at the same time. And then we were the middle people, and the airport was closing down because they don't have people, planes coming that late. I guess everybody leaves by, so all the vendors and everybody, they were all closing down. We happened to find one place where they had something to eat, so we rushed there to get something, because we didn't know what time we're going to be, how long we're going to stay. Then somebody came out and said, "There's a technical problem with that plane that just came in now, in which we all are supposed to go. There's a technical problem, so you'll have to wait." So to make the long story short, we were waiting and waiting and waiting, and by the time we left, I think it was around 8 o'clock, 8:30. So that's how long we had to wait. Luckily, we got something to eat. We got some coffee, and because the lounge was closed, so we got that. But it was, not the greatest stuff. But when we started in the plane, and the captain was good, he was good, and he explained everything. And then it didn't take that long. Although I was just in the beginning part, sitting in the front. The crew was very nice. After that, everything was fine. The crew was wonderful, very, very nice, and people around us were fine. My daughter and my husband, we were together, same place, so we had no problem. The flight was comfortable, fine, everything. Once it started, we knew that we're gonna land. So we left around 4. I think the plane landed about 12:15 or so. By the time we got out, and we went to the luggage area, and we got the luggage. It took about half an hour for it to come, but it wasn't that bad. By the time we got our luggage and everything, and then we were leaving, and then I had to get the Uber to take us home. That took a while, and luckily then we reached home around 1:30. So that's how it was. And of course, when I come home, I like to check everything and unpack and start, do the laundry. It was a little bit too late to do the laundry, but that's how it is. So that's how I done to check everything. Of course, the mail was already in the mail in the post office. So that's what the experience was. So I would suggest that get all the paperwork done before, and while we're coming back, we also had to print some stuff at the hotel Marriott. They have a lot of these printers and computers all around for people to do that. And it was good. And then the staff was very good over there. The hotel was very good. The rooms were just fantastic, very, very well kept, very nice. Overall, everything was fine. So this going coming, it was coming back was at the airport was much better. While going it was a little bit rough, and the flight was fine. So I just want to say we are back, and then we're having a program tomorrow. I'm having a very, very, very nice person who's going to be singing tomorrow. Some beautiful, kuch naye, kuch purane gaane gayenge, and then Shri Lika, her name is. She'll be here tomorrow, and Friday we'll have our regular program, which is Shukrana. So everything is going to be back to normal. So it was a good to get away for a week, but at the same time I missed doing my program, and I missed being back in New York. It was, but good to get away. So I'm glad that I'm back, and also I missed everybody. Kamleshji, you were such a wonderful person. You were there. You remembered that day I came back, and you remembered my flyer. I guess probably you saw it, and I'm so glad that you're here. Maybe other people will watch it afterwards. Okay, maybe they didn't see it. That's okay. I just wanted to say that I'm back, and we will be back tomorrow with our regular program at the same time, same place. So we'll see you then. So Kamleshji, thanks so much for coming, and have a wonderful day. I will be back here tomorrow. Okay, so bye everyone. Bye Kamleshji. Bye.